It's about that time.
Coming to you live every Wednesday night.
Fantasy start and sit advice with your boy PL.
And Michigan Mike, let's go.
We talking about
all things fantasy.
We talking about
all things fantasy.
We talking about
all things fantasy.
Mike and PL,
the fantasy show.
What's up, football family? Welcome to week 4 of the Fantasy Football Show. I am your co-host, Mr. PL Coulter. Flanked to my right is my right-hand man, Mr. Michigan Mike. Michael So.
What's up?
What's going on, Michigan Mike, man? You ready to talk some fantasy football?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man. It's week 4. So, first of all, let me reintroduce him as first place in our little league.
Yeah,
Michigan
Mike,
Mike,
it's been some hard work, and dedication, and I just want to take this into the bye week and go strong.
Is it truly lonely at the top?
It is. It's kind of like I have to look down there and I'm like, hey, it's like an echo.
Oh, not the echo. All right. Well, hopefully you are sitting at the top of your league as well. Now, Mike, week 4 means it's that time of year, man. It's a time where we lace up the boots and get out here and help the people.
This is
man.
what champions are made of, right here.
Right here, exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. The bye week season. This is where you separate the men from the boys, the women from the little girls, and this is where you really make that playoff push. Now, this week is particularly brutal because there's several teams that's out there that have high-profile names. We got Denver, Seattle, St. Louis, Arizona, Cleveland, Cincinnati. I mean, think about the running backs, the wide receivers, the tight ends, not to mention Russell Westbrook and Peyton Manning being on your bench and not injured. But that's what we're here for, man.
Yep.
Hey, man, we're here to bring you the Week 4 waiver wire start and sit advice. You ready to do this, man?
Let's do it.
Well, let's get started. All right. And my throwback voice, ain't it? All right. Number one, if you're down one of the quarterbacks, Wilson or Manning, and you have a brutal matchup with your backup, you may want to take a flyer on Minnesota quarterback rookie Teddy Bridgewater. Now, he filled in for injured Matt Castle last week, who's going to miss the remainder of the season. And he was respectable, Mike. He had 150 yards, 12 completions, no touchdowns, but more importantly, no turnovers. This week he gets the Atlanta Falcons, which is a two-way thing in his favor. I mean, for one, the Falcons have a potent offense, so he will have to throw a lot to stay in the game. Mm-hmm. And number two, they're a little leaky on the back end on defense, so maybe he can double those numbers with a full start. Another quarterback that's a rookie that's getting his full start for the remainder of the year, Jacksonville quarterback Blake Bortles. Now, you were high on him in the preseason, right?
Yeah, man, he's a good quarterback. I've been watching him since college. Definitely pick him up if he is out there.
And more than likely, he will be out there because it was a surprise announcement, that he will be starting this week. Last week, he filled in for healthy Chad Henning. Mike, I'm going to digress on that one.
Yeah.
Healthy Chad Henning. Chad Henning, what are you doing? 200 yards, 2 TDs, had 2 picks, but he was way behind the wheel. This week, he gets the Chargers defense. They're pretty tough, but he should have to throw a lot. You like his chances?
Yeah, I definitely like his chances on that one.
All right, now, he has a receiver that chances will increase as well. His name is Allen Robinson. Now, he totaled 11 catches, 4 of 150 yards the last 2 weeks, and that was with said Chad Henne throwing the ball. I mean, we've already discussed he's going to be an upgraded quarterback, so his number should be upgraded as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'd probably say a 30% higher than what he normally gets. That's what I would say.
Yeah, Bortles looks like the real deal. Now, somebody else that looks like the real deal, at least from a waiver wire perspective this week, is New York Jets wide receiver Jeremy Curley. Now, he was active last week against the Bears. He had 7 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown. But more importantly, Geno Smith is looking for him. 19 targets the last 2 weeks. Now, the defense he's going against this week, Detroit, is pretty tough, Michigan Mike, but he may have some upside in points per reception leagues.
Yeah, I mean, every quarterback has their blanket, and this is his blanket, so pick him up.
Yeah, looking for him in the red zone, and that's very encouraging as well. Now, for you that may be down a running back, Monty Ball or Zach Stacy
Marshawn Lynch
or Marshawn Lynch. Why couldn't I get you this week? You down?
That's my guy, man.
Down Marshawn Lynch. Now, Matt Asiata, now the running back that filled in for Adrian Peterson, who we know that's out indefinitely. He's been pretty active in the run and pass game. Had over 70 combined yards last week. This week, he gets that said Atlanta defense that's leaky against the run and the pass. Over 124 yards a game on the ground, Mike.
Yeah, that defense is boo-boo.
Defense is boo-boo, but I do like that offense.
Hey, that's my offense, though.
If you took a flyer on Matt Ryan, you're looking pretty sweet right now, especially if you took him late.
Yep, so, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, man.
Hey, man, now you're hanging on the rim, but that we'll digress from that. Now, Asiata Get him in your lineup. Mike, what are your games of the week?
All right, everybody. Games of the week. These are going to be high-scoring games, so if you have any of these offensive players, definitely start them this week. We have Green Bay and Chicago.
Nice.
That'll be a good one. Also a rivalry, so you can definitely take it out on. They're going to be slinging the ball a lot. We also have Philly and San Francisco.
Big time.
Yeah, that'll be a good game. And San Francisco's D and Philly D have both been struggling this season.
Quarterback's been playing pretty well, so.
Yeah, quarterbacks have been playing pretty well. Maybe Kaepernick will show up this time, but I will digress on that one.
Maybe not.
Dallas and New Orleans.
Now, that's the one I'm looking forward to. Good call on that one, Michigan. Mike.
Man, that's going to be a lot of points right there. Man,
Start everybody right.
Yeah, man, just everybody. Start everybody and their backups.
And their backups.
not seriously their backups.
No, I'm starting that Robinson guy you told me about last week.
Yeah.
He did pretty solid. So I will start that backup. Thank you, Michigan. Mike, good stuff by you. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. When you hear that buzzer, you know it's time for this week's
Homer alert.
Now, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, if you're a Megatron fan, if you're a Matthew Stafford fan, then you, my friend, are on Homer Alert this week. Now, we're going to remove Megatron from this equation because you'll never sit him against anyone ever. But Matthew Stafford, if you got a better option, you might want to go with it. I mean, the last couple of weeks, he hadn't thrown for over 300 yards in any game, 1 touchdown and 4 turnovers. He's also been getting hit a lot. The offensive line has been leaky, and this week's opponent will be a tough one. The Jets have a top 10 pass defense. They're also now leading the entire league in sacks with 10. So if you have a better matchup, maybe even one of the rookies that we just talked about, you may want to put them in your lineup this week. Now,
All right, sorry, Par. I got to interrupt you real quick, man.
man, what's going on, Mr. Mike?
Man, I got to tell y'all something. So, I had a close game with somebody in one of my leagues, and I ended up winning because it was a Monday night game, and he had the kicker. He needed like a little bit more than 15 points. His kicker got exactly 15 points, so I won by like 0.4.
Oh, wow, the fraction
0.4,
points. You got to
right?
know the fraction points.
So I'm all like, yeah, this is awesome, especially because they needed 8 points to win anyways. Or was it the Jets? Yeah, it was the Jets. So
Yeah.
they needed 8 points. So I knew that they were going to go for a 1 point anyways. They're going to have to go for 2. So I was like, all right, cool. I just won by 0.4 points.
Nice.
0.4 points.
Nice.
So that night, I'm like, all right, cool. I checked the standings. Like, I'm like, first, third, whatever. In all of my leagues.
And wait a minute, you wasn't on your leagues?
Like first, third, and third.
Oh, wow.
And I think another one's like fifth or something. But at least I'm at
But
top.
you're not. But who's counting right?
Right. And anyway, so yesterday I checked my standing or my place to see if I had any players on Thursday, and I check it, and one of them was like 8th place, and I'm like, what?
Wait a minute, so what happened?
So it ended up being I had Baltimore's defense. So anybody who else played Baltimore defense know we did bad. They only had like 3 points. And so it ended up being a stat correction. They took away one of their sacks. So they took a point away from me.
So wait a minute, that actually works, the stat corrections?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm just like, can y'all not get that right? It's like, he either doesn't pass the line of scrimmage or he does. Like, get that right. I was mad. I was like, oh, okay. So I go from 3rd to 8th.
I mean, that's bad and all, but nobody's going to feel sorry for you because you're like winning like in 5 or 6 leagues.
But still, it's the principle. Like, stat correction, Yahoo, get that figured out. Y'all been doing this since 2000 something, so like, get that figured out.
Get it right, Yahoo. Good luck to you this week, and if you'd like to hit us up on Twitter with any of your Facebook questions, you can always reach me at PL Culture. That's at PLCOLTER. You can always reach my co-host at
Michael Hasso, that's MICHAELJASSO.
Life is a sport, so always play to win.
Go Blue.